Hello campers, my name is Paul Hughes, I am the Lord of Leisure, and welcome to another Aftermath video, or rather the first of two parts, because under the very special circumstances, this is going to be a non-spoiler, what I think about Blade Runner 2049, which I just came out of after 3 hours. My arse is a bit numb. I suppose that in order to not ruin it for anyone or otherwise, I'm just going to keep this kind of brief and then I'll go into other bits afterwards. But suffice to say, it was spectacularly well put together. And there were some bits that were just, you know, there will be a clusterfuck in some people's heads. I mean, there was a couple of twists that, remarkably, yeah, no idea was coming. If people are expecting this to, however, stampede through the story and be quick or fast-paced and all the rest of it, it's not that kind of film. Absolutely not. It will go along at its own pace, fantastically shot. It takes its time to lay out the story, characters, and you don't see some of the characters until much later in the film. That much I will say. That much I will say. They got the music spot on. The special effects was definitely spot on. Really kept to the theme delivered in the first Blade Runner film. Now, it's helpful if you watch the first Blade Runner film, especially for certain parts of the story here, but it's not absolutely necessary. I mean, definitely there's a couple of big references that you'll go, if you have no idea of the previous Blade Runner, but overall, you kind of do get away with not knowing it. So, suffice to say, it does continue on the story in a very interesting way from the first Blade Runner film. Tell you what, the acting wasn't too shabby either. I mean, Ryan Gosling basically acted for a lot of the film, but started opening up later. Again, you start seeing why. It's all story related. Harrison Ford actually was quite subdued, although again, this is kind of hard. There's a couple of things I want to say and then I can't, so obviously I won't. But could I recommend anyone watching this on the big screen? The answer is yes, especially for the soundtrack. I mean, the booms, you know, just with the audio cues, very simple, very effective. Cinematography, absolutely fantastic. But, and this is the one caveat I will have with it, I tell like two caveats. One, there will be a couple of points of confusion. I couldn't hear some of the dialogue and what have you. And secondly, because it takes its time, you may get the feeling that it goes on for a bit too long. But then again, there's a bit of context there. The first Blade Runner film did that too. A couple of decent action sequences actually, but yeah, overall I have to, I can't fight it. Go and watch it. And hell, it may even deserve a second watch. That's all I'm going to say for now, because I have to go and do naughty and also queue myself up for another film. But join me later, yes, later, and there will be a couple of spoiler discussion points in a separate video. But until then, campers, Blade Runner 2049, go watch it. It is a recommend from me. So off I go to watch Lego Ninjas now. So until later, campers.